Today's Girl Which Way show is brought to you by Shalia Speaks. Shalia Speaks is the umbrella that the Shalia brand stands under. Whether it's coaching sessions, books, or speaking, Shalia Speaks is the vehicle that gets my voice out to you all. Visit shaliavinny.com and book a coaching session, find out more about me, grab one of my books, and more. I can't wait to connect more with you. Hello and welcome to the Girl Which Way podcast, the show that exists because life is a journey, but you still need direction. Grab your tribe and get ready, because each episode we'll be talking about our real life issues, answering questions, and building solid relationships with one another as we heal and learn. I'm your host, your girl, Shalia Vinny, and today's show is a special show on a Friday, just in time for the new year. We're about to ring in another new year, and before you make another resolution, listen to this. Every year we hear people ringing in the new year, screaming Happy New Year, and declaring how this is going to be their year. This will be the last year they're poor, bitter, fat, angry, businessless, carless, jobless, or whatever else they think they need to do to be successful. I mean, it sounds beautiful and inspiring, but it's mostly just high hopes and flat dreams. Let's be honest. You run into these people on February 1st and they've already fallen off the wagon. They simply continue in their old ways until the new year just starts to look like a rerun of the one they just stepped out of. Have you ever met these people? Are you one of them? Why do we create these ambitious lists and never see them through? What will it really take to actually accomplish those goals? If you want to truly have a happy new year that you can be proud of, you must understand one thing. Saying Happy New Year is not a magic reset button to fix all of your problems. When the clock strikes midnight on December 31st and we count down to 1, it will take more than streamers and excitement to really have a Happy New Year. The real truth is everyone makes resolutions because they sound nice in theory. I mean, hell, most people really do want to change or have better. Who doesn't? The problem then is not lack of dreams, it's the absence of the work. We pray about it and meditate on it and expect miracles to just fall out the sky, and then we give up when it doesn't happen overnight. So many people quit the gym because they don't see progress quick enough. So many people quit school because it takes too long and it's hard. So many people want to be the boss and start the business until they can't secure a customer immediately. Then they get disheartened and give up, saying they tried and that this just clearly wasn't for them. But what if it was? What if your goals were for you, but you let them escape you because you didn't truly believe? What if you failed because you gave up too soon? It might not happen overnight. Will you resolve to keep going? Will you stick around for your dreams when no one knows your name or is watching? Most people won't. This is the difference between successful people and those who simply dream of success. They're not better than you. They just work harder than you. They just show up for the goals every day. Showing up day in and day out will eventually pay off. If you want to succeed, the first thing that needs to happen is a mindset shift. You can't take last year's mindset into the new year expecting a different result. If your mindset was where it needed to be, you'd have done it better the first time, and you would not be in the situation you're in right now from the end of this year. Clearly, something needs to change. You'll have to be honest with yourself because people who don't see any fault in their choices never feel the need to change them. Too many people want to be successful so they can show off on social media and to feel good about themselves. You don't want success for the right reasons. You want success because you have something to prove. They can do it, so can I, type of thing. This is why you fail. You're not honest with yourself. You see someone on social media doing something, writing or coaching, teaching, having a business, etc., and you feel left out and like they're better than you in some way. So you make the decision that you can do that too. You try it and it doesn't work out because it wasn't supposed to. You have to be authentic to yourself. You can't copy someone else's formula and expect it to work for you if it's not really what you want. If you're going to succeed, it needs to be doing something you actually are interested in. Everyone that knows anything about success knows that even when you do love what you're doing, you won't always be motivated to keep going. It gets hard. If your heart really isn't in it, when it gets hard, you're going to throw in the towel. Stop trying to keep up with the Joneses and keep it real with yourself. Everyone has something somewhere they need to work on in the new year. Let's dive deeper. Today's Girl Which Way show is brought to you by Shalia Speaks. Shalia Speaks is the umbrella that the Shalia brand stands under. Whether it's coaching sessions, books, or speaking, Shalia Speaks is the vehicle that gets my voice out to you all. Visit shaliavinny.com and book a coaching session, find out more about me, grab one of my books, and more. I can't wait to connect more with you. So we've been discussing the idea of ringing in the new year and the resolutions we make. Everyone talks about losing weight and bossing up, but that will never happen if you're not honest with yourself. Mindset shifts are no easy feat, but here are a few ways we can get it together. Number 1, change your friends. The old expression, show me your friends, I'll show you who you are, is very true. Some of us have toxic friends, immature friends, reckless friends, and just friends we've simply outgrown. So many of us are holding on to friends that we've simply outgrown and need to cut loose, but we hold on because we feel that time means we have to keep them in our lives. Knowing someone for a long time doesn't mean you have to keep them in your life. So many people don't want to grow or change, and hanging around them is actually doing more harm than good. It's bringing you down. It might be time to cut ties. If you're not sure, ask yourself this question. Who are my 5 closest friends? Are they who I am? Are they who I want to be? Do our goals and lifestyles align? Number 2, change your surroundings. Where are you hanging? Is it positive vibes? Are you hanging in places that are conducive to prosperity and growth? This could be your city, your job, where you live. Is it time to switch things up? New beginnings can be very helpful when we're trying to grow. Number 3, change the way you eat. What are you feeding your body? Thinking clearly and being physically whole will bring the change in other areas to your life as well. Good food matters. Change how you're eating and the things you're putting into your body. Number 4, change your social and entertainment consumption. What are you seeing? What are you watching? It really does matter. If all you're watching is toxicity and reality shows and fighting and sex and vulgarity and drama, what do you think you're going to put out into the world? Seeing too much of anything will cause us to normalize it, and when we normalize BS, we don't see anything wrong with it. You'd be surprised with how many attitudes, mindsets, and demeanors we take on because it's all we know. Go on social media cleanses if you need to and watch how your mood shifts for the better. Number 5, change your mind. This is the hardest part. When you make the above changes, you have to stick with them. No looking back, only ahead. Changing your mind means you have to get real about your issues and shortcomings too. Your attitude is huge. You need to be honest with yourself and admit that your attitude needs to change. Both your mean/rude streak and your outlook. You can't accomplish anything if you don't truly believe and set your focus on it. You must make a plan. What do you want? What do you really, really want? Write it down and then find out what it would take to see that end goal. This is your true plan. Understand that anything worth anything takes time and effort. You're going to need to commit. It probably won't happen overnight, but if you keep working towards it, it will happen one day. Listen. If the calendar changes to January 1st and you don't have a new plan, you don't have a new year. You simply have a new day. If you don't change, nothing else will change. It doesn't matter if you're looking for true love, business or career change, to lose weight, or to change yourself for the better. You're going to need to get real serious. We are hours away from the countdown, and when we utter the number 1 and scream Happy New Year, understand it's either a continuation of 2021 or truly a new start, and only you can decide. You made it through 2021, and that in itself is an accomplishment and something to be grateful about. A lot of people we started 2021 with aren't here to ring in 2022, so we must be thankful that we made it, but we must realize that we are truly fortunate and that tomorrow is not promised. We can't afford to believe the lie that we have more time. If you want something, I hope that 2021 has shown you that you can't afford to wait and that time is precious. Going into 2022, we are still smack dab in the middle of a global pandemic, and we don't know what 2022 has in store for us. Whatever 2022 brings, let's try and control the one thing we can, ourselves. Our actions and our decisions will make our lives or take our lives. Only we can decide. I am wishing you miracles and blessings in the new year, and I pray for the safety and prosperity of everyone under the sound of my voice. Happy New Year, my friends. I love you all. Today's show is brought to you by Shalia Speaks. Please rate the show on your favorite streaming platform and share it with one person who you think needs to hear it, and then ask them to do the same. Remember, good, better, best. We will never let it rest. To your good is better and your better is best. Until next time, your friend and motivator, Shalia. Bye.